Alright, welcome back. Hope everyone's having a lovely day, enjoying what's left of the 1.5 anniversary, and making sure that you're doing your hard mode story. Try to push it as best as you can, because don't forget, there is a special cutscene. I have not finished. I hear that it's kind of a banger final cutscene though, so we'll see. But with that being said, I wanted to talk about some stuff today, because I've been talking about PvE lately, about upcoming stuff, but I also kind of want to talk about some guides that I wanted to do that weren't PvE, but there's a difficult explanation when it comes to that because I wanted to do PvP guides. However, that's kind of a hard topic to try to discuss. So I actually really felt like talking about why PvP kind of sucks and it's difficult in this game to try to be a part of PvP. And let's just get right to it, right? Because I haven't done my dailies yet, but I wanted to show you what's the biggest issue with this. So, as you can see, for Special Arena, I'm Diamond 4 because somebody took my spot for now. And for Rookie Arena, I'm rank 12 because there's a lot of people with a lot of good units in here. And first things first, I wanted to talk about it because the PvP tier list meta is way different than the PvE meta. And to talk about it, I'll put it on screen right now. But as you can see, I mean, for a Burst 1 category, we have Jackal over here. She is top dog. And Biscuit, top dog Burst 2. She is insane. Burst 3s, I mean, Summer Anise and Scarlet and Amelia are still insane. Obviously, two of them are time gated by a collab and Summer Banner. And you really need high investment for Summer Anise as well. With that being said, though, Scarlet is an AoE powerhouse. So if you have Scarlet, Jackal, and Noah, you might be, honestly, you have a good start for PvP. Because in the SS category, we have Moran, Noise, Rapunzel, Rosanna for Burst 1. You need to start investing in Rosanna for PvP as well. And I need to get Moran. I really need to pull for her. And what's interesting is, if you look at this Burst 2 category, we have normal SR Anise. She is crazy. Her burst generation's really good in PvP, and it's good for just a normal third team. And I'll explain the teams and how they work in a little bit. And then we have Blanc, Senti, and obviously and Miracle Fairy, but however she was a winter unit, so not able to get her. And we have Noah, our adorable Pilgrim Goblin. We also have Tubi, Alice, Kilo, Maiden, Privity Unkind Maid, Scarlet Black Shadow, and Red Hood here in the SS category. Now, obviously, some of them are kind of time-gated here because Kilo is going to be really time-gated towards this 1.5, and Tubi was our collab for last year. Now, with all that being said, there are differences here because there's different types because you need to invest in them and actually have a good amount of overload gear on them for them to actually do really well in PvP. That's what I think Tubi and Alice are mostly in here for, is the investment that you put in. S categories get smaller, and as you can see, Red Hood's here because that's her Burst 1. Her Burst 3 is SS. Don't forget that she can do all 3 bursts. Now, with that being said, we have Pepper here. We have Tia here. For our Burst 2s, we have Bay, Makima, which is obviously a part of the Chainsaw collab, so you can't really get her here. We have Nero, Nihilister, and we have Viper. Now, in terms of Burst 3s, Drake, Noir, and Sugar are still fine. A2 is great, however, you know, it's time-gated with the Nier collab. So with that being said, those are the top 3 lists. Everything else, you could look it up on Pridewin, Nikke.gg if you want. But these are pretty much like the top 3 that kind of reign supreme in PvP. And let me show you how my team works for Rookie Arena. So, the way my team works is that I have Jackal here, and then I have Biscuit here. I have Scarlet in position 3, position 4, I have Summer Anise, and then I have Noah. Now, Noah's really good as a good defense against Scarlet because Noah's taunt will help block that from killing the whole team. That being said, it's not a guarantee, right? There's a lot more investments, a lot more people that have like more cores, more overload gear, skills. That all still matters here, and it can be tough. And to show you how it works, let's say we wanted to fight, I don't know, Regulus here or something. Now they added a function that you could do, which is called quick battle. Now I'm gonna turn that off just for this example, but to show you how it works. So this is gonna go by really fast in Rookie Arena because Rookie Arena, it's just one team. Special Arena is different. You know, I'll show that in a little bit. Because as you can see, the teams fight, and then it just goes by fast. And if you have quick team battle, you won't even see what's going on. It'll just tell you if you win or lost. Because as you can see, Scarlet will just kill Blanc and just finish her off, and boom, we're done here. Now, a lot of people don't like PvP because it's just auto. You don't do anything. There's nothing you do here. So, for instance, let's say we wanted to turn quick battle on, and we hit start battle, and it would just take a second because it kind of plays it out to already figure out the odds. Because when you start, it already knows who the winner is. That's how it works. So just like that, that's how it works. Now, the biggest struggle comes here when we go to Special Arena. Because in Special Arena, we get 3 teams. Now, don't forget that for both Rookie and Special Arena, there's an attack and defense. So make sure that you're aware of that. Now, my first team, I always have my first team as like my team that's just gonna die. Regardless. They're always gonna die. It never works out. I could probably do another team that's better. But right now, I'm just focused on just explaining everything. Because my first team is Pepper, Bay, Amelia, Privity, and Summer Mary. And obviously Summer Mary was not even in the like S tier. So this is just kind of like a whatever team. This team is always going to get wiped. My team 2 is where it counts. And I use Jackal, Biscuit, Scarlet, Red Hood, and Noir. Now for my round 3, I use Rapunzel, Noah, Summer Anise, Scarlet Black Shadow, and Noise. And now, I honestly don't try to push for a challenger or anything like that. I'm pretty content with Diamond 1. So, for instance, we can try to see if we can get anywhere with these character setups. So, let's see if we can, because obviously we're 3 levels lower, so I may have to rework my team. I might not. We'll see. And as you can see, this opponent uses SRNEs as well. So it makes sense that, you know, they're here, that they are a good SS pick. So you still have a chance, even if you have a low amount of units, to do something in PvP because of stuff like Anise. So just keep that in mind. So we'll give it a go, and we're going to turn off quick battle so we can get a good idea to see what teams are losing and what's not. Because if you don't, you won't really get an idea, except just win or loss. Now, remember, since there's 3 teams here for attack and defense, they are going to go through 3 waves, not just 1 wave like we did with Rookie Arena. And this is my first team, and it's going to get wiped instantly. It always does, because it's just not an invested team. This is just like my whatever trash team, but that's why I have my placement there, because people tend to put their good units there. So with that being said, over here my Scarlet just wiped that Amelia, which is great. And Makima's just the last one. So that's why I have it here, because they choose to put their Scarlet first. So I waste their Scarlet with a trash team. You see how that works? And with this team's a hit or miss. It's random what's going to happen, but my Rapunzel helps increase health. Noah takes the shots with her taunt and her burst. And my Summer Anise tries to, but this is where it can all fail right now. Because if my Summer Anise dies, it's over, because she's all the damage right now. So, see, as you can see, both our Summer Anises died. However, I have the upper hand now. So, it turns out that I'll take Diamond 1, and I won't have to worry. So, this was actually a pretty good example. Thankfully, I was able to take my Diamond 1 back. And I could probably push further, but I really don't, because in my server, it gets really difficult because I'm way under leveled in this area now. As you can see, there's 380s now, 385s, 386, and I'm at 350. So I honestly don't mind being where I'm at, because a lot of people are just, they have way more builds than mine. So I'm just content staying at Diamond 1. I like to keep my spot here. And, of course, this is going to be a difficult situation, especially for a lot of free-to-plays. or beginning players, because I've been playing since day one. So to be able to even do any of this, you need to have a lot of units, a lot of investment, a lot of time, a lot of levels to try to make a dent in PvP. And that's why I feel like PvP sucks right now, and it's only like a veteran slash whale area, and it's not fun at all, especially if you're just starting out. It's just gonna be an ass kicking unless you're really lucky. Now, you can still be under-leveled and perform really well if you have a good amount of units, but that's also luck-based, right? Like, if you get a lot of good units that are made for PvP, you'll shine really well, and you'll outdo some people that could be like maybe like 20 or 30 levels above you. So don't think that just because you're under-leveled you won't be able to perform. It's the units that matter, but at the end of the day, how many units can you get so fast with with luck, you know? So that's the main issue here, is that this is not newcomer friendly at all, and there's no other way to go around it. And they always try to adjust the servers based on like whales and stuff, but it still kind of ends up just still being like a whoever had the most investment levels and stuff. It's still an ass kicking. So that's why I didn't want to make this a guide anymore and just talk about the frustrations that come with PvP, because at the end of the day, even if you're starting out, you're still gonna have to go through all the bullshit and deal with all the L's before you could get anywhere. Now, with that being said, is it possible to do well? Maybe. And that's all down to luck with what you get for your units. If you have a Scarlet, if you have a Jackal, a Noah, you might get somewhere. So try to invest in them, especially if you're interested in PvP. And the reason why I say to try to get into it, especially in Special Arena, is because you get gems. At the end, you get rewards, and you always get a good amount. I always end up getting the 2,000, just because I'm not in the top, you know, challenger. But with that being said, I don't mind my 2,000. I'm content here. Now, if you're still struggling and you still try your best, you'll still get 300 gems. So no matter what, give it your all, you know? And that's where I actually wanted to talk about, because not only is PvP pretty underwhelming and difficult to get into, but the shop sucks. I have so much of this arena exchange vouchers that you get from arena, and it's still just the same garbage like materials. Maybe this is good for you early on, maybe it's not, depending on how bad you are with gear. But when you get to like a certain point, this is useless to buy. You only just end up buying the code manuals for like units you're investing in with the skills and stuff. Outside of that, there's nothing else to spend your currency on, except now with the new profile stuff. But even that's only 1,000 and for 5. So there's not like a more expensive option, like a 32,000, which I thought would be nice. But it's not. I wish they reworked Arena Shop. I wish they reworked PvP in general, because it's been the same since the start, and it just kind of blows. And it's such a struggle, especially if you're new, to try to even make a dent in there. And that's honestly all I really wanted to talk about, because I was going to make this a guide, like I said, but the reality is PvP is just, it's tough, man. It sucks. And it's one of the unfortunate parts about Nikke, because I remember a lot of people were interested in the PvP, and it just came out and it was just brutal, and it just became like an obvious whale territory. And then we didn't even get the championship like thing yet. Like, that's still just locked. It's never gonna unlock. They're never gonna release it. And if they do, it's just pure like the top like 100 whales or something. Like, it's not gonna be fun even if that comes out. But that's it for me. I just want to say thank you for all the support lately, with all the views, all the likes, the comments, everyone helping each other. It's been a lot of love, so thank you very much. And what are your thoughts on PvP? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Where are your thoughts on it? Obviously, I'm in a good position in PvP, but that being said, I still think it sucks. I think it's boring. So, even if I'm doing well in it, I'm still going to be honest and say it's not fun. It sucks how much you need to have an advantage over everything by how long you've played, you know? It sucks that even like newcomers don't even get a chance to get anywhere unless you're lucky. But that's it for me. I hope you guys have a wonderful night, a wonderful day, wherever you're from. Goodbye, and take care. See you soon.